Namaskar students. Good to see you all here in our class today. Today we are going to read speaking skill. Okay. Our topic is describing an object or a place, talking about present. Okay. And from this chapter we are reading speaking skill today in our class. All of you look at there, your book page number 131. You can see there a dialogue between friends. Okay. Before starting the topic and then the dialogue, I'd like to talk about speaking. Okay. So when we allow you to talk with each other in pair or in group, you try to take advantage, right? But it is not good. You know that speaking is also one of the very good or very important skill which you have to learn while learning English language or any language. Okay, is you know that reading, writing, listening, and speaking, all they are equal. So when I allocate you some time to discuss with each other for speaking, then you should utilize the time properly. Okay, okay. So before talking about the topic, let's little bit talk about how can we talk actively or listen actively. Okay, there are some criteria. Just for example, I divide you in different pairs, right? Among you, I'd like to have you in different pairs. Only 2 students in one pair, okay? So you two, you sit properly. You know that you should do eye contact, okay? You should have the right position, and when you talk with each other, you should have the facial expression as well, okay? Just like sometimes, what do? You just look at down and then you speak to your friends. Sometimes you look at your book and you speak. It's like ignoring type of, you know that. In classroom, when you practice speaking, you have to make it natural. Okay, just like whatever you learn inside the classroom, you will use that outside the classroom as well, right? So in outside the classroom, what kind of environment is there? How do you talk to your friend? How naturally you talk? You have to create such kind of situation inside the classroom as well. You have to make the classroom environment lively. Okay, did you get what I mean? Okay, so you should listen to your friend very actively, pay total attention to your friend, and while speaking also you do eye contact and with your facial expression, nodding, shaking, asking some questions, you will actively participate. Okay, so now, all of you look at there, page number 131. There you can see the dialogue between friends. There, Rohit and Aishwarya, they are talking with each other. Rohit is having a problem, okay, and he is asking help from Aishwarya. All of you look at there. First, I will read. Then after, you will read. You will read the conversation. Okay. So, Rohit. Aishwarya, would you mind receiving my nephew? I have to take my grandfather to bank, so I am unable to reach the airport. He is returning from Dubai. Okay, then Aishwarya is saying that no problem, but I don't know him. How can I recognize him? What is he like? Then Rohit says, he seems like a gentleman. He is lanky. I guess he is about 6 feet tall. What's his face like? Rohit says, his complexion is fair. He has a long face with a pointed nose. Aishwarya, oh, I see. Can you please describe him clearly so that it will be easier for me to recognize him from a distance? Rohit, he has curly hair, he has black and sparkling eyes. He is popular for his pinkish lips. Aishwarya, is that it? Now, I won't have any difficulty except in one case. What's that? If he has a beard and a mustache, what do you think? Then Rohit says, don't worry, he is always clean shaven. Okay, I hope you will get him on time and take him home. Thank you for your kind help. You are welcome. In this way, these two friends, Rohit and Aishwarya, they have conversation. Okay, so now you all of you be in pair. Okay, one person in the pair will be Rohit, another will be Aishwarya, and then you will read out the conversation. Okay, so as I have told you that you will not be distracted, you will just concentrate on your reading. Okay, now you have to swap your role. Now Aishwarya become Rohit and Rohit become Aishwarya. Okay, and then read the same conversation. Did you get what I mean? Rohit becomes Aishwarya and Aishwarya becomes Rohit, and then read out the conversation. Okay, now there are some words we can use for describing people. You can see there in the picture: age, build, height, face, eyes. Based on these things, we can describe the people. You can see here age. There are 3 varieties: young, middle-aged, and old. And height: short, medium height, and tall. And face: round, oval, square, long. Okay. And build, body structure is well built, plump, thin, fat, and slim. And eyes: blue eyes, brown eyes, small eyes, big round eyes, oval eyes, and wear glasses. If somebody wear glasses, then we use wear glasses. If not, we should not mention it. Okay, so these are the words we can use for describing people. And for generally for the appearance of the people, we use these words: beautiful, pretty, elegant, funny, cute, handsome, gorgeous, ugly, and attractive. Okay, these are the words we can use for general appearance of the person. Okay, so in this topic, in our topic, we describe an object and or a place. Okay, so I have shown you some of the example of how to describe the person. Now let's talk about object and then place. We discussed in our last class as well. We use adjectives to describe the person, place, object, etc. So adjectives are describing words. Adjectives are describing words. So we use different adjectives for different place or object or thing description. Okay, I'd like to talk about what are the adjectives we use for describing object here, and then what are the adjectives we use for describing place. Okay, can you guess what are the adjectives we use for describing object or thing? Okay, object or thing we can say. Okay, in that memoir writing as well, we had discussed about what the adjectives which the writer has used for describing the apple, oranges there in orchard. Okay, so the adjectives which we can use here are just like if it is food or fruits, then we can write sweet, we can write sour, we can write ripe. Okay. We can write attractive, we can write big, or we can also write small. Okay, we can write pleasant, etc. Okay, and for describing the places, we can use crowded. Okay, we can use peaceful, we can also use cosmopolitan. Okay, cosmopolitan means where we can get all the varieties of facilities. Okay, like picturesque. Okay, we can also use desolate. Desolate means quiet and separate from the other areas. Okay, separate area is called unspoiled. It means that nobody has tossed, untouched it is, okay? Not tossed by any kind of, you know, that by making city areas, many kind of natural things will be distorted. So such kind of thing is not done there, then it is called unspoiled, homely, okay? Where there we can find the cozy environment, that is called these are just, I have given you some of the examples, okay? So for describing object or thing, we can use this kind of words, adjectives, and for describing the places, we can use such kind of adjectives. I have shown you there in picture as well some of the words which we can use for describing the person. Okay, now let's watch a video where you can see the conversation between the people and then get some ideas from there. How do they describe the people? Okay.
Show Sunday unloved the cousin. So what does he look like? Well, he's in his 30s. Okay. And he's about average height, 5'6". And he's pretty heavy set. And he has really long black hair and brown eyes. Okay. So does he speak English? Yes, he does. Oh, and I almost forgot. He wears really big glasses. Got it. Thanks so much for doing this for me. Hey, what am I? Oh, well, I'm really late. I'll meet you back here at 4:30 with my cousin. Sure, no problem. Bye. John, oh my gosh. It's okay. Wow, you look so different. You're so thin.
I eat healthier food now, and I go to the gym every day.
Good for you. Hey, where are your glasses?
I don't have lenses.
And your hair, it's so short. It looks good on you. You look great.
Okay, thanks.
How did you find him? He looks so different now. Ta-da!
Okay, let's begin.
Okay, so the adjectives we can hear in this video as well, where okay, in this video we can see that to describe the person's appearance and then body structures, the speakers has used different kinds of adjectives, right? So in our previous this conversation as well, in our book, you can see there different kinds of sentences are used for describing the people. You can see here Rohit's nephew, he is describing about how he looks like here in the line. You can see that he seems like a gentleman. He is lanky. Lanky means thin, okay, tall and thin. I guess he is about 6 feet tall. Okay, so these are the sentences he has used to describe his appearance. Now again he has used about his complexion. His complexion is fair. He has a long face with a pointed nose. Okay, this way we can describe the person. Next, he has also used about used adjectives to describe the hair. You can see there. He has curly hair. He has black and sparkling eyes. He is popular for his pinkish lips. Okay, so curly, black, sparkling, popular, pinkish, like this kind of adjectives has used by Rohit to describe his nephew. Okay, and again, Aishara has asked that whether he has beard and mustache or not. Then he has told that he is always clean shaven. Okay, so in this way, using this kind of sentences, we can describe the person. Okay, now let's look at your book, page number 132. Again, you have to work in pair. You have to practice conversation here again, based on the ideas which you have learned. Okay, to describe the person. There are some of the words or adjectives you could see when I show you the pictures, and here are some of the words for describing objects and then places. Okay, you can add some more, and then you will use to describe the person and place here. There are given some of the clues. Based on these clues, you should do the conversation. Okay, so first clue, you look at the how do I recognize somebody. Okay, describe age, complexion, height, and build. Okay, body structure. So A and B, being A and B, you are doing conversation between you two. Okay, and then A will ask the question and B will describe. Okay, describe the person. So in place of somebody, you can think of anyone of your school or your home. Okay, wherever you like, you can add the person here. Okay, now next question is what somebody looks like. Okay, this is the question, and somebody, in place of somebody, you will write somebody's name, or you will say somebody's name. Okay, but you know that both of you should know that person, so that the next one can describe the person. Okay, so height, complexion, okay, special feature, age. In this case, just like for height, you can say that short or tall. Okay, or medium height, you can say complexion is dark, white, fair, any you can say. Or special feature, just like in last conversation, he was cleanly shaved, is special feature, so you can talk about something special about the person. Okay, generally what kind of eyes, what kind of facial complexion, okay, what kind of hair. Okay, just for example, if the person is a boy and then he has long hair, okay, in that case, that person's special feature, we can say he has long hair. Okay, so in that way you can talk about something special, okay, unique type of, so that it will be very easy for you to recognize the person. And then age is young, old, or middle age, you can talk about in that way. So next one is what the new member look like. Just for example, in your school, okay, a new member came in your school family, and then one of you knows and the other one does not. Okay, so A is asking the question to know about his sex, age, height, etc. Okay, and then B will describe everything, thinking about that person, because you know that person, right? So describe sex means whether he is male or female. Age I already talked about, and then height is also. Now, how a particular place. Here, particular place can be a college or school, okay, or market or something else you can talk about here. How a particular place looks like, you will ask. In place of how a particular place, instead of that, you can say that a college or a school looks like, because you are in class 9, maybe you are thinking of joining a very good college after your SE examination, right? So think about any one college and then talk about that. You will talk about their size, okay, how much area the college or school has covered, covered, okay, where it is located, whether it is dirty or clean, and what are the special feature of that college or school. As I have told you that if something unusual thing you can see there, then that will be special feature of that place. So another one is how a particular place, a village, town, picnic spot, etc. is. So again you will describe the location, where it is exactly in south, from where, okay, just like from your college, your school, from your school, where it is located, okay, you can talk about that, or from your district, from where it is, okay, and how is the climate there, okay, it is cold or moderate type of, or it is hot or wet or dry, what kind of weather is there, and again you will talk about something special feature. Okay, so in this way we can discuss about the place, and then we use, as I have told you, object. If you are talking about the object, use this kind of adjectives, and if you are talking about the place, then use this kind of adjectives. Okay, so now let's discuss one by one these things. First one is, how do I recognize somebody? Okay, this is the question. Just for example, I have given you example here. Now you will be in pair and then you will discuss with each other. I have given you all the examples, right? So what are the words you can use for describing age, complexion, height, build, everything you know. So you will discuss with each other. Okay, I'll give you, you have 5 questions, 5 different clues are here. Okay. So you will take nearly 10 minutes time, okay, to discuss with each other based on the clues. As I have told you that you have to create a natural environment inside the classroom, real life situation, so that it will be easy and comfortable for you to talk in English as well. Don't think about language, just try to make the classroom environment easier and comfortable, and for that you should speak naturally. Okay, so when we see someone and then your friend doesn't know about that person, then how do you describe your friend, how he looks like, how his built, like these things, how do you describe? In the same way you will just translate that into English and then just say. So it's very simple. I gave you 10 minutes time, you will do that. Okay, I have just given you some of the examples here. Based on these examples you can get ideas and then do it. How do I recognize our volleyball coach? Okay, one of you, this A does not know about volleyball coach, so he is asking question to B. Okay, and B is describing. So you can describe in this way. He seems like middle-aged. He is dark in complexion. He is about 6 feet tall. He is well built. He wears glasses. His hair is long and tied. This is the special feature of your volleyball coach. Okay, so I have given you example of volleyball coach, but you can talk about any other person of your school. Okay. So the next one is what somebody looks like. Okay, how does our new head teacher look like? A is asking this question. In our school there came new head teacher, so A is asking to B, because B has seen, so he is describing him. So he looks medium height, his complexion is fair, he has a French cut beard and mustache, and I guess he is late middle-aged. Okay, so in this way he has described the new head teacher. Now next one, what the new member looks like is the clues given there in our book. A is asking question in this way. How does our new English teacher look like? Okay, how does our new English teacher look like? And B is saying, he is a young man of short height. He has round face with big round eyes. He is cleanly shaven. Okay, in this way we can describe the person. Now look at the next one. next question is how a particular place looks. Okay, so you are asking the question, A is asking the question in this way, how does our community college look like? Okay, he is asking question in this way, and B is answering, it is located in the western part of district headquarters. It has covered area of 15 Ropani land. Okay, just it is guessing and imagination is here. It is surrounded with healthy environment. Okay, buildings are of different size and shapes with different color. Okay, this is just imaginary, and then I have just imagined and then written here. You can talk about something, some communities or some colleges or your school based on the authentic details. You can talk. It is just imaginary. Okay, so next one is how a particular place is. Again, we are discussing about a particular place. You can here are given 3 different options, your village, or you can talk about more as well. Village, town, picnic spot, etc. So here I am talking about your village. Okay, so how is your village? Okay, my village is situated at the southern part of Solukhumbu district. Okay, it is captivating. It means that fascinating. It is so beautiful. Okay, it is less crowded and unspoiled age. It means that no one has disturbed, no any kind of modernized system is there, so it is unspoiled, untouched yet. The climate of this region is mostly cold and moderate type of. Okay, but you know that when we talk about climate, we can talk about different seasons as well. Just like in spring season, in autumn season, winter and summer, there are different climates we can get. So based on the seasons, we can talk about different climatic situation, atmosphere, environment. But generally, here is I have written that it is mostly cold and moderate. We can view the Mount Everest from my village, so it is really picturesque. Okay, so this is about how a particular place looks like. So here I have given you some more adjectives which you can use for describing places. Okay, you can get ideas from here, just like live, different, fairy tale like, amazing, dry. Okay, like this kind of adjectives we can use for describing the places. You go through word by word, okay, all the adjectives, and then if you find any word, just like incredible, if you find it is a little bit difficult for you, then you can search in the dictionary as well. Okay, incredible means unbelievable. Okay, in this way, if you find any difficulties, you can consult in dictionary as well. So these are the words we can use for describing places. There are some other words I have brought here. It is for describing weather. Okay, in rain, what kind of words we can use? For cold, what kind of word? And for temperature, what kind of word? In this way, different words we can use for describing weather condition of the places as well. Just like you have to describe your places, okay, your village, your town, then at the time, not only these adjectives we can use, but also we can talk about the weather condition of your place as well. So now, let's look at this picture. Okay, how cute, how beautiful girl, or smart and cute girl you can see here. You go through each and everything minutely, just for example, her eyes, okay, her hair, her lips, her nose, okay, and how she looks like, overall appearance, okay. And then looking at this picture, you describe about her with your friend. Okay, I give you 2 minutes time to do this. You just look at everything of her and then describe your friend. Okay. Next one, look at this temple. What you can see there? Okay, how it is. It is antique type of, right? It is traditional. It is historical as well. So what are the other thing you can see there? How many people are visiting there? What, whether it is picturesque or not. Looking at this picture, again, describe this with your friend. I told you that I'll give you 2 minutes time for this as well. You can, some of the sentences one student can tell, okay, and some of the sentences another student can add. Again, you are working in pair. Okay, this one, this is also the thing, as I have told you that to describe object, this kind of adjectives we can use. So what adjectives would you like to use for this apple? How it looks like? It's red, right? So how it tastes, what do you think? Okay, of course it is sweet. Right? So in this way, you will just tell the sentences, not only the word, because word you know that what are the words you have to use. Now using these words, you will describe the apple. Okay, so this is all for you today. So let's revise what we have learned till now. We have discussed today about speaking skill, okay? In speaking skill, as I have told you that whenever the teacher provides you time for speaking, then at the time, instead of just wasting the time, it's better to utilize the time, okay? You just think about the natural situation and imagine everything, be creative, okay? Use the varieties of sentences if possible, and then try to use it in your speaking, okay? So just think that you are not doing something special. Don't think in that way. You are just doing the thing, everything naturally, okay? How do you talk to your friend outside the classroom? You can talk in the same way inside the classroom as well, okay? So whenever the teacher, for whether it is for pair work, whether it is for group work or for discussion, okay? Just for example, some of the topics the teacher will give you, and then the teacher will allow you to, I will give you this much time and then discuss and then give your answer, give your opinion, okay? Share your opinion in the classroom. Such kind of activities the teacher will do inside the classroom. At the time, instead of just wasting time, instead of just talking in other languages, it's better to use English language and then discuss, and whatever the outcome will come from your discussion, it is better to tell in the classroom, okay? So as I have told you, as other three languages, reading, speaking, reading, writing, and listening, this speaking also important. It is also very crucial. Okay, without speaking, we cannot say that you have learned language. Okay, so all the 4 languages equally you have to use, because you know that in class 10, of course, you will be evaluated based on your speaking skill as well. Okay, and not only from examination point of view, but also in our daily life. If we learn something and cannot use in our daily life, then what's the meaning of learning? So to create such kind of environment, the teacher will allow you some of the time to discuss, allocate 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, looking at the question, okay, looking at the clues given there in book, and accordingly you will discuss and then do the work, okay. So today I have tried to give you some of the example. You can do role play as well sometime, okay? You can also do other discussion activities. You can do some kind of other activities as well. As I have told you, group work, pair work, you usually do at the time. Use the word very clearly, and then adjectives which we had discussed, you will use this not only for unit 11, but also while writing essays, while describing the people, while describing the thing, while talking with each other. It's better to use adjectives and then make your language good and then high level, okay? I'd like to sum up today's class. Thank you very much, students, for listening to me. Thank you all. Namaskar.